Yo, shout out to the Most High. It's always a high see moving our Lord. Say this L-Deez, also known Lawrence One, for another episode of I Need to Know. With my special guest, please introduce yourself.
My name is Xotic.
Exotic?
Yes.
Okay.
Xotic.
Okay, why the different spelling?
Well, for one, I wanted it to be, where it would stand out, and it would be just for me, because exotic with an E is for a lot of other things, and people already have that for like businesses and stuff like that. So I wanted to be able to differentiate myself with that. So
You know what's so crazy though? I like that answer. You know what's so crazy? Because I be thinking this. Girl names, right? Female names, they already be dope. I be wondering like why a lot of chicks just don't use their regular names, because y'all names be like straight fire to me.
well, my real name is Fire, but I didn't want to use it for that. Like, my real name is Divinity.
Okay. See, stuff like that.
I used exotic because I am exotic. I love to smoke exotic weed. I like to take exotic trips. I like to wear exotic clothes, do exotic things, exotic food. Like, I got a very different taste, and everybody loves exotic.
Okay, you know what? I want to add. Oh, and by the way, y'all, she got on the exotic fit. She got some silver pants on, and it looked like the boots or sink. It looked like it was one piece, and I had to double take. I wasn't trying to stare too long. You know what I'm saying? No. Shout out to the homie Exotic. So I gotta ask you a question. Okay, so back in the day, right? I used to date this chick. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And she was black, very beautiful. You know what I'm saying? She kind of looked like a Apollonia, but brown skin, but with a super bad body though.
Okay.
But she had a friend that was Filipino that was very, very cute. She was very cute. So she referred to her Filipino friend as being exotic. I said, she cool, but in my opinion, I think black women are the most exotic. She said, Lawrence, what do you mean? I said, say like I call somebody on the phone, right? And it's the wrong number. If she's like anything but black and it's a woman and we like each other conversation and we agree to meet somewhere and she describe herself, I may have an idea how she may look. But if she's a black woman and still describe herself, I don't know who I'm going to go meet. You know what I'm saying? So would you agree or disagree that black women are the most exotic women on the planet?
I think we are, because it takes a black woman to make everyone.
I like that.
And
or should I say, I like
we
that.
look good as fuck. we do well in the sun. We be thick and juicy
Okay.
and chocolate.
Okay.
Hey, I love it.
For sure. So I read in the bio, you know what I'm saying, that you do music. Okay, you want to touch base on where your hip hop, where your musical journey started?
So I started writing music when I was in like 7th grade. But it really started because my dad, he was in a music group back in the day called Dog Pound Posse. His name's Cheese Dog. He's from San Francisco. And I used to be in the studio with him. We even like did some songs when I was little. And that just always stuck with me. And then my mom, she always listened to all different types of music, from like Sade to Cher to Tracy Chapman, like all types of people. So I just have like this wide spectrum.
Yeah. Okay, that's dope.
And then I just, definitely started writing.
I was going to ask you this. Where did you grow up at?
I grew up in the Bay Area. So I was born in San Francisco, but then my mom moved to Oakland, and I stayed there till like 3rd grade. And then I moved to Sacramento.
Okay, so those are the 3 cities that you actually stayed in Oakland, the Bay Area?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do they all have different feels to you?
Yeah. I didn't stay in like San Francisco that long. I was just a baby, but like going back, it's definitely different than all the other places.
Okay, get a little closer to the mic.
It's definitely different than a lot of the other places. Yeah. San Francisco has way too many hills, and the vibe is different because it's like, it's like impacted but still spread out, and it's like big city vibes. But then Oakland is more like, I feel like Oakland almost feels like like some parts of Alabama sometimes when I'm out there. Yeah. And then Sacramento is just like damn near country too. It's just real spread out, and there ain't nothing going on out there like that.
West Oakland,
the restaurants are good though.
We're in Sacramento? Mm-hmm. Like, don't they have like a lot of Mexican restaurants out there?
I don't know.
Or do they just have a wide range of everything? Okay.
I be eating octopus and all types of stuff when I go out there.
You're not supposed to be eating that. You a Hebrew.
I don't know about that.
You a Hebrew. You ain't supposed to be eating none of that.
I can't eat octopus.
You can't eat shrimp, crab, or lobster, none of that. You a Hebrew. Read it in Leviticus. You can't be eating none of that.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay. Well, okay, so do you remember the first song that you actually wrote and performed, or the first time that you went to the studio? What was the first song that you performed?
The first song I performed... Sorry, I'm away from the mic. But the first song I performed... what was that song? I did one with Elijah Everett.
Okay.
In Atlanta at like this music festival thing. And it was pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah. What was it called?
Waiting on My Love.
Waiting on My Love. Okay, and you wrote that one?
Mm-hmm.
Was you going through?
I wrote my part to it, and then he wrote his part.
Was it a true story?
I guess so. Like, I'm not really like waiting so much for love, but like I'm definitely not rushing for it, so I guess.
Gotcha. I like to ask this question. Would you consider yourself married to your career?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
So if you chose to date, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever dated somebody like in the career?
Yeah.
Is that
on and off? Like nothing ever really too serious though.
Gotcha. Because I always like to ask ladies this, you know what I'm saying? Is it hard balancing, you know what I'm saying, your love life in a career? Like, do males really understand, like, when you got to go out of town and stuff like that?
It's definitely tricky. Okay. Because, like, you might find someone who is, like, with it and understands, and then you might be with someone who just, like, is cool with it for a minute, and then all of a sudden they're, like, super attached and clingy and jealous, and you know, so
do you have to take your boyfriend or significant other to the studio with you, like if you was out late and stuff like that? Okay.
No.
So what's your creative process?
So basically it either pops up in my head randomly, like something will just be like, oh shit, and be like, okay. Or I'll be like listening to beats on YouTube or beats that people send me, and I'll like come up with a idea or a melody, and then I'll start writing. Or sometimes I'll just be like vibing and freestyling, and then something comes out that I like, and I'll be like, okay, this is it right here, and I just jot that down and keep going, and, you know, stuff like that.
Gotcha. I was gonna say that song you got called Lemonade, right? Is that
It's called Fresh Squeeze.
Yeah, Fresh Squeeze, right? That song, I like that song, and I'm not just saying that because you hear. Like, I would listen to that on my own time, you know? What is it? Is it neo soul? Is it trap music? What is it?
I don't even know. Like, honestly, I can't tell you. I couldn't tell you. I feel like it's like everything it wants to be. It's like hip hop, it's R&B, it's a little bit of trap, it's a little swaggy. It's what it is.
So does a lot of your music sound like that?
Yeah, a lot of my music, because, like, I rap and sing, so it's, like, and then, like, I don't know, I feel like everything, I just put everything together, and it is what it is.
Kind of like gumbo, right?
Yeah.
Even though you're not supposed to eat that, though, right? No, I'm just giving you a hard time, though. Yeah, that song is dope, though, so that song is called Fresh Squeeze, right? If I was going to go, like, to find some more of your music, tell me the second song that I need to go listen to.
You would probably want to listen to Live It Up.
Live It Up?
Mm-hmm.
Is that just you?
Yes.
Okay.
Live It Up is definitely a vibe. It's more like laid back, and it's more like singing.
Okay. What do you enjoy doing more, singing or rapping?
I don't know. Like, I'm a Gemini, so I like both. Like half of me wants to sing and half of me wants to rap. So that's what it is.
Okay. You hear this, Steve? Half of me wants to sing and half of me wants to rap. I like that. So yeah, what was I gonna ask you? Oh, so real quick, we're gonna get back to the music, but I read something in your bio that something tragic happened to you. Like you wrong place, wrong time.
It definitely was like it was crazy. I was dropping someone off at home in Richmond, and I guess someone was looking for them because they're the one who got killed, but they shot up my car over like 300 bullets.
300 bullets? Mm-hmm. Damn.
They found 372 bullet casings.
Wow. I'm sorry that happened to you. You know what I'm saying?
It was crazy. Cause I was only like 17 when it happened. And so that's what moved me to the South. But I definitely did get shot. But I luckily made it through that and healed fast, and it wasn't like really bad. Where I got shot, I did got shot in the head, but it wasn't that bad. But the other people, they got shot like 8 and 9 times each, but they made it through too.
Gotcha. So was it daytime, nighttime, or
it was nighttime?
Was you being followed? Like in retrospect, could you see where you was being followed, or
I don't think so. I feel like either someone knew what they were doing and pulled up, knew when they were gonna be there, or it was just a random slide through the hood and shoot some shit up.
Wow. You know, I faced death a few times in my life, and every time I faced death, you know what I'm saying, or came close to dying, I always retrospect the earlier that day. Like the not knowing.
I definitely did that. That's I don't even want to get into that. It's like it's a TV show.
Yeah.
The way that shit was played out the whole day.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, I'm glad to have you.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
That's right. But check this out, though. I was going to ask you, you said that you moved down south, right? Mm-hmm. Talk about your tour down south. Down
south was like a part of me, really. It was really fun. Like, I had a lot of good memories. I met a lot of cool people. And I did a lot of stuff down there. I started my journey in the South in Montgomery, Alabama.
Okay.
And I stayed there probably like a year or two, maybe a year and a half.
Who was your best friend down there?
Shayla.
Talk about her a little bit. Talk about Shayla.
Shayla was lit. She actually, we just talked not too long ago, but she was my road dog. We were always going out, doing something, getting dressed up, doing our hair and makeup. She was lit.
How did you meet her?
I met her. Crazy story. I don't think I can get in trouble for this, but I went to Alabama State.
Oh, you smart too.
Yes, I'm smart, but I wasn't supposed to go there.
Okay.
I went to Alabama State under my cousin's name. She was in the classes, but she wanted to work. And so I took like 2 of her classes for her so that I could get the college experience.
Wait. Hey, can I put on my New York accent? Wait, hold the fuck up, son. You went to school, but didn't go to school, son?
Yes, I did. And,
that's dope.
And I went for like a whole semester, and I got to do all like the, college frat parties at the beer pong and the like Kappa's doing all that and everything. It was cool. I got to see.
You know, that's unbelievable. That like you went to.
Everybody called me Michelle. They didn't know that my real name was Divinity.
That's crazy. So were you getting good grades?
I was doing pretty good until I was like, fuck this shit. I just want to have fun.
Gotcha. So, damn, that's crazy.
She didn't care though.
So that's where you met your friend?
Mm-hmm. That's where I met her. She was actually going to school there, and we met, and then we hit it off, and we had I had a friend too, and her name was Olivia, and we were like a little migas.
Okay, so it was three of y'all. I heard that. So y'all was 3 times crazy almost. The girl version of 3 times crazy.
We was lit.
Okay. For sure. So then you said in your bio or something. Matter of fact, before you moved to Atlanta, what were some of your most memorable moments in being out in Alabama?
What would be the most memorable ones? Oh, definitely my clique of friends that I met. We used to always go to like Gatlinburg, Tennessee, to the snow. The black, it's like a big thing for black people in the snow.
Yeah.
And we would get like these huge cabins, invite hella girls, hella guys, and we would just go grocery shopping, get hella food, hella liquor, and we would all just be out in the cabins having hella fun and skiing, horseback riding, zip lining. So that was fun.
So in the South, it sounded to me like it's just a lot of stuff for black people to do.
Yes, it definitely is, and there's a lot of black people doing it. Like,
okay,
everybody is black down there, so that's pretty cool. Like,
what about the racism in Alabama? Is it really like they say it is on TV?
I feel like there is some there, but like I didn't see a lot of it because I wasn't in those areas. So maybe I didn't see it enough, but I'm pretty sure if I went down deep in some woods somewhere, it'd be dangerous.
Okay, so did you get the talk when you got there? You know the talk, right? Like, don't go on this side of town. Stay away from there.
They told me that about the police. Don't go over there. The police be tripping and making. They be tripping and Hoover. They be doing this. You know, don't drive crazy. Don't. You know, people tell me about the police. They didn't tell me like about, you know, don't go over there because white people might hang you or nothing like that.
Okay. So your second trip in the South was to Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that a little bit.
Atlanta was lit. I stayed in Atlanta for probably like 6 years, and I danced out there.
Like exotic dancing?
Yes.
How did you get introduced to exotic dancing?
So that actually started with me and Shayla.
Oh, so she went with you.
We decided we were gonna start doing. We would throw our own parties, okay, in Alabama, and we had like a lineup of girls and a whole bunch of guys we would meet, and they would all come, and we would just do shows, or we would do like birthday parties, bachelor parties, stuff like that. And then we just was like, you know what? Let's take this show on the road, and we just started hitting up clubs. And then, boom, I became double exotic.
You a damn fool. Check this out. So you and your girls, Shayla, did somebody else go with you too to Atlanta?
No, I just went by myself.
Okay, gotcha. So when you got to Atlanta, you were...
Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I met a girl in Alabama, in Birmingham, and because that's where I moved after Montgomery. I moved to Birmingham. And I met a girl at a club out there. Shout out Club Volcano. They fuck with me out there. I just did a show out there. I fuck with them. But yeah, they're in Birmingham and Inslee. But I met a girl in that club. Whew. It was a crazy experience.
You want to talk about that?
Basically, she told me we should move to Atlanta and start working in the club out there, and we started working at Diamonds of Atlanta when that shit was popping, and I didn't know that she was in love with me at the time, and shit just started dwindling when she just couldn't fathom that I didn't want her like that. It was crazy.
A girl was in love with you?
Yes, like to the point where we were driving on the freeway, and she fucking tried to grab the steering wheel if I didn't want to be with her and do shit with her. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, so I had to.
Were y'all ever an item?
Never, ever. Nothing like that. Never even played with her.
Gotcha. Did it even cross your mind that she liked you or you didn't know?
No, it didn't. That was one of those situations where you think about hindsight, and I was like, oh shit, like damn, she did get hella jealous when I was fucking with old boy when he gave me roses in the club. She was looking hella mean and evil, and I'm just like, damn, I didn't know it was that. I thought she was just being a bitch, you know, like just mad in the club. Like, but maybe she was really mad that he was, you know, showing me love and shit. And I'm like, damn, shit's crazy.
Like that. Mm-hmm. So when you were in Atlanta, like, did you find it easier to put a lot of your music out when you were out there and network with other people?
In Atlanta, I was doing music a lot, but mostly, like, I was doing a lot of videos. Like, I was modeling. I'm, like, in, like, over 20 videos.
Dope. Mm-hmm. What are some of the big ones that people could, like, verify and see where you at?
I was in Ruben Studdard's video. That one has, like, I think over 300 million, some millions. But anyway, Ruben Studdard's, I was in 2 videos of his. I was in one with, Ak Obama and Young Dolph. I was in one with Snooty Wild. And Solo Lucci was in the video. Who else? A whole bunch of people.
Gotcha. And rest in peace to Young Dolph, though.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Did you meet Young Dolph like when you was at the video, or was you? Okay, he pretty cool, huh?
I actually met him one time at the 12 Hotel.
Okay.
At the bar. I was just chilling at the bar. I was ordering a drink and some pizza, and he came and sat next to me, and he was really a gentleman and just talked, and I knew who he was, but I didn't want to be like, oh, you know, and just, or even let him know I knew who he was. So I just was like, hey, you know, he started talking to me, and I just, you know, talked back, but nothing crazy, and then he just was like, have a good night. And then he paid for my drink, and that was it. But he was really nice.
Gotcha. It's really sad that, you know what I'm saying, like this hip hop stuff is taking like a lot of these young artists or any artists, but you know.
I just wish that they would like know how important their life is. Okay. Instead of just like being out there just fucking off, you know? Yeah. Like you're supposed to have some people around you or some security or, you know, have somebody else going to get some shit for you. If I'm, you know, that stature, I'm not going to be out there like that.
Which hip-hop death hits you the hardest?
Nipsey Hussle was definitely crazy.
Yeah.
That was, I don't know why. It just felt like I was, like, connected to it. Yeah. I went to the funeral and everything and got to meet his mom and everything that day. And I actually went vegetarian for 2 years after that, but I don't know, it just felt like he was like godly and somebody took him out.
I felt the same way about that. I don't know why. It was kind of like inexplicable. Like when he passed away, it was like
everybody felt it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy because like, you know, Tupac and Biggie died. That caught me more off guard than anything. Mm-hmm. You know, because I thought Tupac was actually going to live. You know, because he'd been shot before that. So I was thinking like, you know, he'll make it. As sad as it was, and then Biggie died, it was like, that was crazy too. But yeah. I was so much younger then, though.
I was young as hell, so.
Yeah. So when you moved back to the Bay Area, right? You moved back to the Bay Area like when?
I just moved back here when the pandemic started. I was in LA for a minute.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, I was out there by myself, so when all this shit started, I was like, oh, no, I'm not going to be out here. I didn't even know if we was going to have food. They was tearing up the grocery stores, all types of stuff. So I came home.
Okay. So you was out there in L.A., right?
Uh-huh.
So.
Koreatown.
Yeah. So talk about how that helped your career. Did it not help? Like, what are some of the networks you made up there?
It did. Just, you know, people who shoot videos, photographers, DJs. Shout out DJ Sky High Baby. She's #1 female DJ, #1 DJ in LA.
Shout her name out one more time.
DJ Sky High Baby.
Okay.
And I actually just had her at my event when I did my video premiere for Fresh Squeeze in LA. And she was the DJ there. And I met a lot of actors, actresses, did some videos out there. I was actually in Rotimi's video.
Okay.
From Power. I think he's on Power.
Okay.
So yeah, that was cool. But yeah, a lot of connections out there, a lot of networking and like just outings and stuff, to do.
Are you on a label?
No, not yet.
Oh, so are you looking to get signed, or you just like enjoy putting yourself out?
I'm doing me, and I don't mind being independent, but like if someone comes with the right deal,
yeah. Okay. So you your own boss right now.
Mm-hmm.
You like that, huh?
Yes.
I like that.
Yes, I do, because I just have total creative control over everything, and like anything that's in my mind, I can bring it out and just do it how I want to do it, and then no one can tell me no.
Have you ever had a dream and wrote about one of your dreams you had?
No, I haven't.
You ain't made it there yet?
I didn't. My dreams, I don't want to write about my dreams. I be having scary dreams sometimes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay.
I always have crazy dreams, like someone's chasing me or trying to get me or something. So like I wouldn't make a song about that.
Damn, that's crazy. Maybe it's the girl.
It probably is. Actually, my most recent dream was that somebody was selling weed, and the weed was laced with some shit that turned you almost like a zombie, but all the zombies wanted to get me. They were chasing me, and that was my dream.
Was it exotic?
It was exotic weed. That's how they got people to smoke it. Like, nobody knew that it was turning people into zombies.
Do you believe all that stuff that they're putting crystal methamphetamines on the weed and stuff like that? Is that true?
They're doing everything to everything.
Okay.
And I hope I don't smoke that shit.
Okay.
I hope no one ever gives me that shit. But, like, I wouldn't put it past nothing. Like, they're pressing pills. Like, they're going to do everything. They make fake lean.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy now. This drug stuff is, like, out of control. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's unfortunate that you can't just, like some people literally, they're not addicted or they're not doing like a hardcore drug. They're just trying to have fun one night or just trying something, and then it has too much fentanyl in it, and then boom, you're dead.
Yeah. Fentanyl is another big one,
I know someone, my best friend's cousin actually thought he was doing coke, and he died in his bed, and he was only like 22.
Damn. That's crazy. Look, about a year and a half ago, I got hit, you know what I'm saying, by a car. I was on the sidewalk, right? So I seen the car coming from 3 blocks speeding in East Oakland going towards the deep east. I'm on the 80s. I'm like, this car going to be a problem. You have a weird feeling when something is going to change your life about people, places, and things, and this was one of them moments. So when he's going straight, a car crashed into him, then they hit me off my bike, hit the street side down. That fell, and both of the cars were totaled. So when the ambulance came and got me because I couldn't get up, they put me in the ambulance, and they riding over speed bumps trying to get me to the hospital, so I'm feeling the pain in my back. So this white man, he was young, really seemed like a nice guy. He said, I know you're in pain, buddy. Would you like some fentanyl? And in my mind, because I watched so much conspiracy theories, I'm thinking, damn, this motherfucker finna shoot me up with the coronavirus.
Oh, no,
I'm like this. I'm like,
I feel you.
I said, no. I was trying to be tough. Then he kept on speeding over the speed bump. I said, fucking just give it to me. When it hit me, guess what I felt? I said, I see.
Singing.
I said, I see why they like this. I see why they like this.
Johnson.
It was feeling good. Downers, like, I ain't gonna lie.
I've never been off like a hardcore drug. Like, I don't know how. Like, I never had to get like surgery or anything, so I don't know how it feels to be that damn high.
Yeah, I have. Like, downers is the thing though. Like, I wouldn't do them on the street, but like morphine and stuff like that. Yeah. Because I like to sleep anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I take melatonin.
Melatonin is cool. I got some of that. Sometimes I might pop it too. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool.
But really, weed, it does everything for me.
How long you been smoking weed?
Since I was like 14 and a half.
Gotcha. You ever got in trouble for it?
Oh, yeah. My dad, one time he caught me. I was smoking in the house. And, like, but I wasn't smoking right then. I had smoked the night before with the window open, my door closed, towel under the door, everything. Blowed it out the window, sprayed, did everything, right? And, like, the next day he came back from work, and he was like, D, you been smoking in the house? I was like, no. And he was like, you're lying. Like, he just knew I was lying. Like, I was like, how the fuck does he smell it?
He's your father.
He knew I had some fucking weed.
Did he smoke too?
No, he don't smoke, actually.
Oh, that's cool. That's
the crazy
cool.
thing.
That's cool.
But now, he don't be tripping.
Oh, because you're older now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, like, I feel like once it became, like, more legal and, like, everybody started, like, hella smoking weed, I feel like he kind of, like, stopped acting. Like, at first he acted like it was, like, a demon. Like,
it can be, though. Like,
you know, for some people, probably awaken some shit up in them.
well, it's some drugs ain't really bad like that. If the party is that they're bad when you can't stop when it's time to stop.
Yeah.
Like if you're having cravings at work and stuff like that, or you need to drink a beer just to wake up, and then on your lunch break you need to have a shot of vodka.
When it takes over you.
Stuff like that, and it's very easy because the mind is so fragile. You know what I'm saying? The mind is fragile. It's very easy to break. And in this society, we always think that we need something. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, my friend's in rehab right now. That motherfucker would smoke so much weed back to 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 back. I'm like, how you smoke more than me? I can't even get as high as you. He's in rehab for weed because he couldn't stop smoking weed.
That's crazy. I was gonna ask you something about your album. Or your do you have an album, a whole album yet?
No, I don't. If I wanted to, I probably could, but like I just doing singles right now.
Standalones.
Like building my, fan base and getting more people on it, getting more views, working on more ideas and being creative and just dropping one thing at a time, and then
Come a little closer to the mic.
Oh, sorry. And then after that, I'm going to do an album. But right now, I'm just working on my singles.
Are you looking for beats?
It's fun doing it like that too. I am. Yes.
Okay.
I'm always looking for beats.
Okay. Do you have an in-house producer or a main producer that you work with more frequent?
I have a few people that I work with, but excuse me, no one really frequent. Like I wish I did have someone who was like on hand, like make something as soon as I think of it.
Okay.
That would be good.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to look into that because I know some people that's making some beats and stuff like that. So I'll probably get them your information or whatever and tell them to hit you.
For sure, thank
And do you have any merch? Are you into merch?
I literally have shirts and lemonade, and I was going to bring you a shirt, and I fucking forgot it rushing.
I wonder how you did that, huh? I wonder how you did that, huh?
I'm going to bring it.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring it for you.
Oh, you going to forget that, huh?
But I have T-shirts. I'm so sorry. I have T-shirts. I want to show you them.
Oh, yeah. Pull them out. See, that's what that weed do. They remember.
Yes,
they remember, but then they forget.
I definitely thought about it, and then I was like, oh, shit, right now. Where is my shirt at? This is the design right here.
Oh, yeah, I need one of them, and I'm not saying that. You got a green one like that? With the green writing on me?
I haven't made green. I just have white or black, but right now I only have black in.
But I'm saying, do they have, is it the green print with the black, a black shirt?
It's just like, it's a black shirt with green print or a white shirt.
I need that because I wear a lot of Oakland A's stuff. Okay. Yeah, that's going to work for me.
What size do you wear?
Extra large.
Okay.
XL, Steve.
One of those left.
I'm trying to get back down to large. That pandemic hit me hard. So I got to ask you a question.
I gained a lot of weight.
Like what?
I gained at least almost 30 pounds.
Oh, so you were slender.
Yes.
How you feel about that? How you feel about being the new you?
It's different. I definitely look at videos and pictures and I'd be like, damn, that was me. Like,
Yeah.
I look like model, like really, I look like skinny, like you could see my bones type shit. And then like
A white model
I
though,
was
right?
vegetarian.
A white model though, right?
The main models be skinny, period, even if you're Chinese or black.
But I'm saying this what I'm saying. I'm saying this. When black, like, yeah, when a white person, right? When they like usually pick out their models, they're very slim. But black models usually be a little on the thicker side.
Some of them, but shit.
I'm saying it wrong. When a white person is recruiting black models, yes, they are slim. But when it's a black person that's recruiting black models, yes, they are thicker, is what I'm asking.
Probably.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah.
That's probably what they like.
Because like when I be looking at magazines and stuff like that, I feel like places like the Gap and stuff like that are just like Banana Republic, or they don't make a lot of clothes for black people that are like on the average side. Would you agree with that or disagree?
I feel like they got their cuts just all fucked up sometimes.
Gotcha.
It's like it's supposed to fit the average person, but I don't know what type of average that is. Like sometimes, like the pants, the way they be making them, like you gotta go to. I feel like Fashion Nova has a good cut on pants.
Mm-hmm.
And Levi's, but like a lot of other places just make it like a box.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's unfair to, you know.
We definitely have curves and some junk in our trunks.
Exactly. Black women do.
Yes.
For sure. And black men, like, we're a little bit more muscular and stuff like that. So where y'all...
Oh, yeah. You know, that it is true about that. I actually, like, tried to buy a couple things in designer stores, and they didn't fit me.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get it.
Okay.
Like, so that, they definitely make stuff for...
Yep. When you come out with your clothing line, what is it called?
I already have the name. It's Designer by Divinity.
Oh, okay.
So my designer brand is Designer.
Okay. That's dope. You got anything else coming, like movies and stuff like that?
I don't have any movies yet, but I'm ready for them.
Okay, what about books?
I don't have any books either, but that probably in the making, like later on down the line.
I think where you at right now, I think you need to start writing that book, because some of the stuff that you actually told me, like even going to school, that could have been a movie alone. You know what I'm saying?
I always wanted to do like a series.
Okay. Start writing it. You know, we at Fame Media. You know what I'm saying? Walk Heavy. We hooked up. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
For sure. Before we get out of here, tell people where they can find you at.
Well, you can find me at, on Instagram, you can find me at Xotic, XOTIC _XOXO_. And you can find me on YouTube, Fresh Squeezed, my new single and video, and SoundCloud. And I'm on like all types of platforms, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Play, a whole bunch of them. So, okay. And I got new music dropping. So. Okay. So when you come out with some more music, you gonna come back in a couple of months? Of course.
You gonna keep us tapped in?
All the time.
Are you gonna forget my shirt?
No, okay. I won't. Next time I'll have more than a shirt, because I'll probably have something else, like another merchandise item or something else.
Oh, so you're gonna double up now? Okay.
Because I got other stuff up my sleeve, even though I don't got a sleeve on, but I got stuff up my sleeve.
Okay, gotcha. Well, thank you for coming out. And I gotta ask you one other question. I see you got all these tattoos, right?
Yes.
222. Was you born at that time or something?
No, I actually just got this probably like 4 months ago, and I just really love numbers and threes, and it's like angel numbers, and they have significance to me. And I just always see them like every day. Like today I seen 222-333. Like I see a lot of them everywhere. Drivers, the license plate, phone numbers, addresses. They just be popping up, and then you can read online what it means.
Okay, so what does 222 mean something?
Yes, this is like basically you're going in the right direction.
Oh, okay. All right.
And like positivity and that your angels around you and stuff like that.
Well, you know what? I like to ask this question. I ask this question. Sometimes I make up questions and stuff like that, and I want to use one on you.
Okay.
So, I was going to ask you, what do you think is the most famous number of all time?
Well, I don't know why, but I feel like it's 7, but it also could probably be 1 because people always want to be number 1. But I think it's 7.
Okay. Want me to tell you what I think? Because these are opinionated questions. 1 is the most popular number. Want me to tell you why? Because you could say 1. 1 is the number that you could say so many times without saying 1, like this. Hey, boss, can I have a day off? A means 1. Give me the pair of shoes, right? Now, watch this. No. You don't believe that? If I say give me the pair of shoes, that means 1, right?
I do, but it's still, you're not saying 1, though.
But it still means 1. Yeah. It still means 1. Like if I say give me a day off, that means 1 day off. Give me a beer, that's 1 beer off. And then I say give me the pair of shoes. Even though a pair of shoes equals 2, it's still 1 pair. And shit like that.
And shit like that.
For sure. So you already gave them where they can find you at?
Yes, I did.
Well, thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
Peace. And I'm L-Deez for another episode of I Need to Know. You know what I'm saying? My special guest popped up. And as usual, come on, you know what I want.